Okay, so um, we have Kristen Kirkendall. She's a presidential diamond leader um, in this company, and she is just seriously killing it, you guys. She's a not. I mean, she's has signed 18 distributors since Wednesday. So on top of that, she's just a really great leader. She's great at organization. She's just an all around she's just super consistent. So I thought that having her on here tonight would just be so incredible for everybody to hear her. And so, hi. Um, if you want to start with your story, and then we can go into like some questions.
Okay. So I'm Kristen, like she just said, and I joined this business 5 years ago, which is insane to me that I've been in for that long. When I joined, I didn't know, like, I didn't look long term. I just knew, like, I needed an extra $500 a month. So I was a new mom. I had been a mom for Ella was 4 months old. So my oldest now is 4 months old. And I just remember just feeling like so helpless and lost and like didn't know what we were going to do to make ends meet. It was like a slow time for the oil field, which is what my husband did at the time. And we just weren't able to like pay our bills and do the things that we needed to be doing for our family. I was still staying home because we like literally, I was an insurance agent before this. So I was like, okay, if I go back to work, this is how much I'll make and this is how much daycare costs. And it was the same. So I was like, it doesn't make sense for me to go back to work because it's literally not gonna, it's just gonna equal out. So anyways, I saw a post on Instagram about a $1,000 Ruby bonus. And I immediately jumped at that opportunity. I thought that was like the perfect thing. I'm like, if I could earn that bonus, like that would help us so much. Like that would, pay my car payment, pay groceries, do extra things for us that we couldn't do at that time. So I joined like 3 days later. I was so excited. And from there, I just went for it. Like, I feel like a lot of people, when they're new, they get started and they're just like scared because they don't know what to do. But I just freaking like, I put my blinders on and I did it. Like, I just did the things that my leaders told me to do. I copied what they were doing on social media. I reached out to my friends and family, and I was just so excited about it that I didn't care that anyone was like, being negative or whatever. Like, I just did it because I knew that I could make money from it. So anyways, I ended up going Emerald, which is the third rank in my first 3 weeks. And then the next month after that, I went Diamond and earned a $10,000 bonus. The next month after that, I went Double Diamond and earned a $25,000 bonus, I think. And then I went Triple my fourth month and earned a $100,000. No, what was the $50,000 bonus? I'm so sorry. It was like, I can't remember. It was 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And then my 1 year, I went Presidential Diamond and earned a $100,000 bonus. So it was insane. In my first year, I earned over $150,000 just in bonuses. That was not including my commissions, my weekly bonuses, like nothing. That was just the like level of bonuses. And since then we've been able to do so much, and my husband is home every night for dinner. Like, he's here, he's not in the oil field. I mean, he is, but he doesn't have to travel. Like, he just does his like welding thing, but he doesn't have to like be gone and like be away to make more money. We built a house, we've paid off debt, all of our vehicles are paid for, and it's just been such an amazing journey. And now like I get to help other people do the same thing, and it's just become like something that I can't imagine not doing.
Yeah, you're just such an inspiration. I joined a few months after she did, and just ever since then, she's just such an incredible person to watch. And just whether it's getting ideas from her or just watching her success, it's just she's so uplifting, and I love it. So so as far as, let's just jump into, everybody's wondering what the heck you're doing. You've shared some stuff of what you're doing in our team pages and stuff, but I figured we can kind of talk about it a little on here as well. But what have you been doing to enroll all these distributors this week? And yeah, so you tell us what you've been doing and just kind of.
Okay. And by the way, you're like the sweetest. I just love you. You're like complimenting me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Okay. Anyways, so I have been doing a little bit of everything. I feel like I always focus on customers and distributors. Like I want to be good at both. I want to mass enroll both. And I have been signing so many customers, and I was like, I just want to like sign distributors. Like I want to help people make money. I want to grow my team. I want to bring in new blood. Like I'm just like, it's so exciting to like help new people who were where I was get to where I am, you know, like it's just like, it's so fun to me. Like I just love it so much. So, I feel like the main thing has been TikTok. And I know like so many people are scared of TikTok, like, especially if you're not 12, like you're like, what is this? Like, I don't know how to like, whatever, like do whatever they're doing. So it's like, you just have to make it your own. And I looked at it as like any other social media platform. Facebook, I use it for my personal and my business. Instagram, it's my life and my business. Like everything is like combined into one. So A, I'm not spammy. B, I'm not posting about my business every day. And people aren't like annoyed by me, but they're still like watching and they're learning and like wanting to know more. So I got on TikTok and I just started telling my story. You know, where I started, where I am now, or what I do versus what people think I do, because so many people think this is a scam that it's literally hilarious. Like so many people message me, they're like, yeah, I really want to do this, but like, is it real? I'm like, yeah, no, I just pay my bills with Monopoly money. You know, like people just don't get it. So anyways, they think it's a scam, even though I've been doing this for 5 years. Like, why would I waste my time? But anyways, that's not the point. So I've been doing TikTok. So the thing with TikTok is, you just gotta do it. Like, go follow someone. Like, I follow Cheyenne Knox because she's one of my friends and she told me about TikTok, like what she was doing. And so I just do what she does, but with my own words and my own body. You know, like I just do what she does and with my story. The key is posting 3 to 4 videos a day. Okay. Or even at one time. So what I do, because I'm a stay-at-home mom, I don't have time to do my makeup and get ready every day and look cute for TikTok. Like that's just not going to happen. So what I do is I get ready, I make 3 to 4 videos, I change my clothes, I make 3 to 4 videos, I change my clothes, I make 3 to 4 more videos, and they're all in my drafts. And today, like all I had to do was put the words on and post them, you know? And so I just post through TikTok 3 to 4 times a day. And they're not all about the business. Like I'll throw in some random one in there somewhere so people aren't like, oh my God, like this girl, like this is all she does, you know? And it's just been crazy. And so I have the influencer application because before I was just having people text me the word TikTok, and I was getting a lot of like dead conversations, just like, what is it that you do, blah, 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 I'll never talk to you again. And I'm literally texting hundreds of people and nothing's happening. So I did the influencer application. It's just on Google Forms. You just copy and paste it. It's literally took me 5 minutes to create, and I put it in my Instagram bio. So I have people go to my Instagram and fill out that application. That just lets me know that they took that extra step to get more information. Like they are actually interested in what I'm doing because they took the 5 minutes to fill that out. Instead of just having to text me and then just like blowing me off, because that just is too time consuming for me. So honestly, I just share with people what the business is, who I am, if they know anything about network marketing, what I do, a little bit about what my story is. I open it up for them to ask me any questions. I usually send a couple voice messages so that they can hear my voice and know I'm a real person, because people do ask, like almost everybody asks, what are the products? So at that point, I'll send a voice memo. Okay, these are the products we have. This is what I love. I love that we're always evolving and like doing what's on trend. And honestly, like it's not a lie that I use all of our products. Like I legit do not have a product that I don't like at all. There's not one. So I love all the products. So I just kind of talk about that, and I just am excited. Like, I'm just so excited. I feel like people can feel your energy through the phone. Like, that sounds freaking weird, But a lot of people who filled out the application said, I saw your TikTok and saw how happy you were. And I was like, I want some of that. Like, I want to be that happy about what I'm doing to make money. That's what people said. So put a freaking smile on your face and tell people why you love what you do and be excited. Like, just freaking go for it. And if you're new, I know, like, I see some of my newbies on here. So you don't have a story yet. You don't. That's okay. You will get a story. So you can do other things, and like we can talk about that later. But honestly, just like getting yourself out there. I was terrified to do TikTok because I'm like, oh my God, like I'm almost 30. Like all I see on here is these girls that are like this big and they're like 12 and they're better at makeup than me and whatever. But I just did it anyways. And it's honestly been so amazing. And then also I see that through the Instagram bio. People are following me on Instagram because of this, and they're looking at my stories and seeing what I'm doing. And if you follow me, like I'm on my stories every day. So I am consistent. I am a real person. I am showing people that I can do this while I have 2 kids and a life, you know, like I can do this no matter like what I'm doing. I can incorporate my business is what I'm trying to say. So I feel like bringing them to my Instagram is helping too, and I'm gaining followers. And so now I'm going to have people watching me every day. So it's just been like all around amazing. Like it's just been so good. And I'm signing these people on the spot, which I love because they are ready then. Like they are excited. They're ready. They're like, let's go. And we're doing it, you know? So it's just been super awesome.
And you're keeping it fun too. I think that's something that we have to remember is just to have fun with this. Like, yes, it's a business and we have to work it like a business, but it's also something that we can also have a lot of fun with because it is products. It is having fun with our besties and, you know, these new besties that we're, you know, becoming friends with out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, just having fun with it and like doing things like TikTok or having, you know, fun on your Instagram stories or whatever it is that yeah, that's awesome.
And just be yourself. Like, just be yourself. Obviously I said I was copying Cheyenne's videos, but I'm bringing my own spin to it. I'm being me. Like, I'm a freaking weirdo. Like, I am such a dork. And I'm just like, in my voice messages, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm chasing my dog that I just got 2 days ago that someone dropped off at my house, like down the street. And I just got stuck in the, like, I'm just talking to them and they're like, dude, you're funny. Like, it's okay. Like, you're good. Like they like to know you and like see who they're joining with. You don't have to be a robot, you know, like don't be boring. Don't just like go through the motions. Like you have to make this business fun or you will get so burnt out so fast and you'll be like, bye, like see you later, never doing this again. Like you have to have fun with it. And being in this for 5 years, like I've had my moments where I'm just like, oh my God, like I have to message this person. Like I really don't feel like talking to them, but trying something new like lights a fire under me and I'm just like, oh, like I'm so excited. So I even now like have like 60 something application requests that I still haven't even got to. Like it's crazy the amount of people who like want to do something new and like want to make money and want to have fun. And a lot of people say like it sounds too good to be true, and I love it when they say that because I'm like, yeah, because it's freaking awesome. Like I know it sounds too good to be true because it's one of those businesses that you just like don't come by very often. We have a legit CEO. He is the freaking bomb. He's like the nicest, most genuine person. We're a debt-free company. Like, I don't know. I just like tell them all the things that I love about it when they say that because that's a compliment to me. Like the fact that it sounds too good to be true, like means that you're in the right spot. Sorry, I get lit and I'm just like talking about, oh, like about to break it.
No, you're good. I love it.
Party over here.
I love it. I was talking to Tina today and we were just like getting just so fired up on like everything. But yeah, so I totally get it. I love it. The passion behind this, like the further you get into this, you're going to totally understand what we're talking about because there's so much love and fire within our souls. Okay. So since you do like the TikTok and you're a mom of 2 little, like not little, but toddlers and, you know, one that's going into kindergarten or 1st grade.
Kindergarten, yeah.
What does your schedule look like? I know because that's crazy, especially now because, you know, they're home. what does your schedule look like as far as that, fitting, doing making the TikToks, I don't know, just fitting this business into being a mom?
Okay. So it's crazy, but it's worth it. So I used to wake up before my kids, but I'm not that committed now that they're home. Like I sleep. So they wake up like 8:30. I usually get up at like 8. They get up about 8:30 or 9. We have a daily schedule because the first like week or two of this, it was spring break and then it was not, it was like forever break. And so I was like, I'm going crazy. Like I can't do this every day. I feel exhausted. And I got nothing done. They are not happy. I'm not happy. Like my husband's coming home to a psycho crazy person. Like I was just not okay. So I was like, I am going to just make a schedule. So it's super easy. It's not like crazy. It's not like a drill sergeant. I'm a very laid back mom, I feel like. But I just have them like they eat their breakfast in the morning and they can go play for an hour. And then I get on the journaling Zoom at that time. So we have a journaling Zoom every morning, so I don't miss that. And then at 10 o'clock we do their schoolwork and for like an hour, and then they have free time and then lunch and then like throughout the day. So they have a lot of free time, but then thrown in there, they have quiet time. That's like everyone's break from each other. We get an hour to ourselves and we just stay away from each other. And when we come back, we're all happy again. So we do that. And like during all of their free times and quiet time and all that, I'm either cleaning, doing laundry, working, making TikToks, whatever I have to do. Honestly, TikToks don't take that long to make. Like now that I know like how to do it, it's kind of confusing at first, but I consider myself pretty tech savvy, but it's always a learning process. So those usually take me, like the other day I did like 8 of them in 30 minutes. Like they're 15 seconds long. It doesn't really take that long. So you just kind of like move to the music and then you add your words later. Like I don't add the words until I'm about to post it. So I don't have to do all that at once. And I put all the words in my notes and then I just copy and paste them over. So it's like super fast. I already know what I'm going to say, what I'm going to do, and I just have it planned out. So yeah, I do the journaling Zoom. Usually I'm up late. Like I've been signing distributors like 2:30 in the morning. I don't know. It's like, who am I? But I'm having so much fun. I'm so excited that I can't sleep. And so I'm just staying up until either just can't hold my eyes open or forcing myself to go to bed. So I have been like losing sleep, but it's also the end of the month. My husband's going diamond. He's earning a bonus and I'm just like working it. Like I'm just sacrificing time to help these people get started, give them my all so they can take off and just do all the things.
I love your passion. It's incredible. And I think just finding something like you had to find something that really worked for you guys. And I think that's just something everybody needs to keep in mind too, is just, you have to find something that works for your schedule. Your schedule is not going to look like mine. Mine's not going to look like someone else's, that goes to school or that goes to work. So find what is working for you and just make it work in everything that you need, whatever it is that you need to work. So let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do one more question and then, well, not two more questions, but organization, because you're like
crazy.
I have an organization tip, it's like probably going to you. How do you keep everything organized? Like as far as like being able to, follow up with people and, because you're talking to so many people a day. So how are you keeping all those people like, so you don't lose track of everybody?
Okay. So I am very organized. I'm echoing. Okay. Not anymore. Okay. I am organized and it's so funny because if you like told my husband, like Kristen's so organized, he'd be like, are we talking about the same person? Like, no, she's a freaking hot mess. Because anywhere else in my life, I am the most unorganized person. ever. Like I just do things, like no rhyme or reason. So in my business, I learned that like I have to be organized if I want to be productive. Like I am not going to remember who I talked to yesterday. I'm not going to remember who I talked to 6 months ago. I'm not going to remember who I talked to 5 years ago. Like I'm just not going to remember that. And so I had to find a way to be organized. So this is only at Target that I have found. You might find it somewhere else. I don't know, but I've only found it at Target. It is called the Day Designer. It's a daily planner. I show this all the time. It's the bomb. So every single page is one day. So this is where I write all my potentials. So it takes, like depending on how many people you're talking to, at the end of the night, like I'm writing down everyone that I'm talking to. As I'm filling out the application, or as I'm reading the applications, I'm writing their name and phone number or Instagram handle or whatever next to their name for the day that they filled it out, so that I know like who I talked to on what day. And then like after I write their name down, I'll text them, write their name down, text them. Lately, I haven't been as good about that because I'm just trying to keep up at this point, but like I'm gonna eventually write them all down. But actually, with the Google Forms, you can actually export it into an Excel sheet and it'll have their name, Instagram handle, everything. So you could do that. That'd be a lot easier. I'm just a very like write things down person. So just being organized in that. And then the reason why I write things down every day is so that the next day I can follow up. I follow up the next day with everyone to keep the conversation going. There's so many people who were like on my website, like, yeah, I'm so excited to get started. And then never hear from them. So then I'm like, hey, like, did you fall off the face of the earth or what? Like, are you okay? Like, are you still going to do this? And they're like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I just forgot. And then they sign up. So, or they say like, I need time, whatever. And then I'll write their name down. Like I put their names in my calendars if they give me a date that they want to sign just in my phone. And if you have an Alexa, I have all of my reminders set to Alexa because I'm always home. And she's like, don't forget that so-and-so is going to join at 12 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, thanks, Alexa. And then I text them. So my little personal assistant in my kitchen. So, and then I basically, I don't know, I just have everything written down so that I know who to follow up with. And then with my new distributors, because signing a lot at once, it's really hard to keep track of who the heck you told what and who you're talking to. So last night I took the time to get on the Connect app and make a group of my new distributors. So you can put them in a group and then you can text them and it goes to them individually. But you're texting them all at once, basically. Like it'll take you to each individual text message. So I can see like where we left off and I can talk to them all at the same time and then go from there with the conversations, because I have a certain process of like getting my distributor started. So going through that, I can't like some of them, I couldn't even remember like, this is going to sound bad, but I couldn't even remember names. I was like, I don't even know. This person has been texting me for 2 days. I don't even know who it is. So I saved all their names to my phone, put their picture, their Facebook picture on there so I know who I'm talking to, and like made it easier because I want to help them all and I don't want anyone to slip through the cracks. So that's kind of what I did. The Connect app is great for things like that. It's great for follow-ups too, but it's hard because of iMessage and all that getting blocked and all that stuff. So I just really use it for my new distributors. I also have, what was I going to say? Oh, I write down my distributors in the back of my planner. Hold on. I ran out of paper, so I have to go get more paper, but not complaining. Where's it at? Oh, so my kids like to scribble on my stuff and it literally makes me crazy, but I write the distributor's name, their ID number, what date they joined, if they set up an auto ship or not, and that's it. So then I can keep track of like when they sign customers. So I know who gets their 6 customers and gets their shopping spree. I can keep track of fast start bonuses easier that way. And I know like where everybody's at. So I write them in order. And I just do that for each month. Like each month has its own little thing. So that helps me a ton just to like keep track and like see it in my face. Yeah. And then with my loyal customers, I try to just say, like, I usually just say, hey girl, I'll answer questions in the chat too. Like I'm seeing them. I'm just trying not to get distracted. But when we are done, I'll go through all the questions if that's cool with Megan. See, that's what happens. I just lost my train of thought. Oh my God. I don't know what I was saying. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot. So anyways, it's cool. It'll come back to me in 20 minutes.
Was customers, keeping track of customers.
Oh yeah, thank you. So keeping track of customers, I suck. Okay, so I usually say, hey girl, thanks for your order. Let me know when your products get in. You have to text me so I can help you use the products. Like I make them text me because it's hard for me to, now that we sign customers on other people's websites, I don't even know what customers I have. Like I honestly, I could probably write them down, but I'm writing everything else down. I feel like customers, when they get their product, they're like, hey girl, I got my TFX or I got my Skinny Brew or whatever. Like, how do I use it? So that's how I do my customers. Probably not the best. You could probably find a better way, but it works for me and it keeps it to where, I don't know, they always text me when they get their product because I ask them to. So they're excited when they get it and then I can tell them how to use it and like follow up with them from there.
I mean, whatever system it works for you, it's working for you, girl. So, um, okay. So while we're on just like that, what does your 6 list look like? Because I know, and I'm sure everybody's wondering, like, what do you do daily? What is your like non-negotiables that you have to do every single day?
Okay. So my non-negotiables, I always post on my Facebook or Instagram, especially stories. Like on my page on Instagram, I don't honestly post every day. Like I'm not looking cute every day for a picture. Like I'm just not. So I just post like when I have content. I know that I try really hard to post every day, but it doesn't always happen. So I am very consistent on my stories because I know people are watching my stories. I always start my morning off with making my celery and Skinny Brew. Always. Like I do not go a day without either one of those products. So I'm showing that I'm using them and I get so many customers that order those two things together because of that. And I sell a lot of samples because of that too. So I'm doing that every day. I'm always posting my story throughout the day, just like what I'm doing throughout, like I'm not just business. Like I'm showing people my kids, my life, what I'm doing, my nails, like just random stuff. And then I gotta quit reading the chat. Distracting myself. And then I want y'all to keep putting in the chat. I just should stop reading it because now I'm like, I don't know what I'm saying. But okay, so I do that, and then I always follow up with people every single day. And then right now, most of my time is going to responding to applications. I'm not gonna lie, like I am doing that all day long. So I'm trying to keep up with that, and then I am now making TikToks as often as possible. I'm definitely posting on TikTok every day now, at least 3 times or 4 times. That's probably more than 6, but those are the things that I do every single day. I do host to post, which is if you're new, that's like a foreign language, but I do host to post every single day, whether it's on my story or like reaching out to people about it or like Instagram host to post. Like I do all the host to post, and that's where my customers come from on Facebook, is all from host to post. And it's the bomb because they're coming to you and they're ready. Like they're like, okay, I want to order this. Okay, perfect. Like here's what it is. Here's my website. Like it's so incredible. And at first it may be hard to like understand what it is, but and even if you've been in for a while and you're just now starting host to post, like do not give up on it. Like it can be overwhelming because it's so different than what you've been doing before. And like you have all these people messaging you, but that's a good thing. Like just figure out how to get through the chaos and like be organized with it. I printed out my Facebook list. Actually, it's on my iPad. I didn't print it out. It's on my iPad. And I have like the Google or the whatever, I don't know, whatever it is, Good Notes. And so I can highlight people once I like they did a host post for me or whatever. So it works out really well. But yeah, that's what I do every single day pretty much. And it doesn't take up much of my time. Like the applications do right now, but everything else, like if I have an hour or two, like some days I feel like I didn't even work and like I got everything done. Like I'm just like, wow, like that was a good day. Like I was very, organized, and like I didn't sit on my phone all day because you don't have to. So that's what I love about it too. Like I still get to be a mom and be present. The end of the month is always crazy, as you guys know, because that's when promotions happen. And so you're like kicking it into high gear to make things happen. So I'm definitely working overtime at the end of the month, but it's, yeah, that's what I gotta say. Sorry. I gotta turn my phone off.
I get distracted too.
Veronica's like, why are you laughing at me, Veronica?
No.
Like squirrel, like all the time. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. So you mentioned that it's month end and you have what, like next, what is it, 30 days?
5, 6, oh wait, what?
I don't know how many days we have.
Oh, we have 6 days left.
6 days. Okay. We have 6 days left in the month.
Or 5.
What would you tell people like who are like really close to a promotion, or like even if you're like halfway to a promotion, or not even to a promotion yet, what would you like, because miracles can happen. You guys have no idea what can happen in this time frame. Like 6 days is like a world.
I feel like it's forever. That's what I was just telling Courtney today. I was like, dude, how is there still 6 days left? Like I thought there was like 2 days left, and I'm like over here like the auto ships haven't even ran. Like it's not even the 25th. Like it's insane right now. The momentum, like someone literally just asked me before I got on the Zoom, I really want to join, but I don't know because of coronavirus. Like, how is your business doing? I'm like, my business is booming. Like my business is better because of people wanting stability. Like no one fired me. No one laid me off. No one could tell me I couldn't go to work. I was over here working overtime because I was home more. I couldn't leave my house. So I'm just working, and it's growing and it's growth. Like just like our CEO was telling us in 2008 when there was like the real estate thing and like whatever happened. I don't know. I was like a toddler, but just kidding. I did that for Tina. I'm just kidding. I was not a toddler, but I was probably in the awkward phase of life. And I like everyone's business has exploded during that time with It Works. Like it literally took off. And so I'm just ready for that growth again here. And yeah, so I don't even remember what the question was. Oh, so the end of the month. So at the end of the month, like there is no volume that's too far. You will have a moment where you're like, I can't do this. Like, you're just like crying. You're just like, why is this happening? But like, just push through, because if you've been around, you heard this a million times, but when I went triple diamond, 5 days in the month left, I needed 13,558 volume. That's $13,000 in sales in 5 days. I did it. It was insane. And I didn't even feel like it was hard. Like I just knew I had to get it done, so I did it. And I was just excited, and I never believed that the promotion wasn't going to happen. And like last month with Tyson going Emerald, I was like, oh my God, like this is so stressful. I think with 3 days left, I needed like 3,000. And I texted Courtney Bohr, and I was like, dude, like, I know I can do this, but I'm starting to think it might not like happen. And she's like, stop, like, you just have to stop that. And I'm like, okay. I'll go back to work. Like it's going to happen. And every day, every minute, Tyson's like, my diamond yet? Or my emerald yet? Is it happening? I'm like, yeah, but like, don't ask me that, 'cause I don't know. But like, yeah, that's what I would say. I was like, I don't know, but yeah, it's happening. He's like, okay. Like he was so confused, but I was just making a decision. And so at the end of the month, I do everything. I do all the things. Like I sold so many Fat Fighters last month at the end of the month because it's $25. It's 25 BV. Literally, people want to block carbs and fat. And I've had customers get amazing results. I'm like, why have I never pushed Fat Fighters? This girl sent me her before and afters from like 5 days of Fat Fighters. And I was like, holy crap. Like literally so insane. And so I'm starting with the Fat Fighters and I'm upselling from there. I am talking to everyone about like the 2 for $49 deal was so good. So I feel like that helped our volume in the beginning of the month. So that's really cool. But follow up with the people who wanted the 2 for $49. That's what I did with that customer I signed today. That was like 114 BV. She actually wanted the 2 for $49, but she kept ignoring me. And I was like, hey, listen, like you missed the deal, but you can still get the products 40% off if you're ready to order. And she was like, okay, yeah. And I told her you get free shipping because I knew she wanted like 4 different things. And so she ended up still ordering. So don't count those people out just because the deal is over. Like, go follow up with everyone you've talked to. I spent so much time following up with people, and I would just be like, hey, I know we've talked about products before. I'll just put it in the chat because it's like, I don't know the exact words. Yeah, that's what I sent to everyone. And then if you're in the page, like I put the Fat Fighter scripts, I use those after that message. And so many people that I haven't talked to in months reached out and were like, yeah, like I could definitely afford $25. What is it? And then I told them about the product and I signed them up. Don't be afraid to do different things at the end of the month. Like, even Courtney Lavia and I were talking about this, and she was like, I'm just focusing on customers. I'm like, dude, distributors bring in more volume than customers. Like, it is a gamble. You feel like it's a gamble, but like I've signed distributors yesterday that already signed customers. That's volume that's coming in for me and them and my team. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's volume that they brought in that I didn't have to bring in myself. That's like 90 BV that I didn't have to do. And so just Jade has always told me that, and it's always scared me. But this month I was like, dude, whatever. Like, Cheyenne's going ambassador, and she was saying, I'm just focusing on distributors. Like, they will bring in so much volume. And I was like, well, if you're freaking putting ambassador on the line for that, like, then I'm doing it too. Like, I will do whatever I have to do to like get up there, you know, like do the things. So don't be afraid to go for it. And like what I always say too is I do customers on Facebook and distributors on Instagram and TikTok. Like, that's just what I do. That's how I balance it. I do sign customers off of Instagram because of my stories, and I do post about the products on my stories, but I am mainly focused on distributors for freaking, what's the app? Instagram, and then customers for Facebook. So that's my method. Like, that just works for me because there was always those times where I'm like, how do I do both? Like, I would be on such a roll with customers that I was terrified to try to stop signing customers and sign distributors. And I talked to Jade one day, and she's like, why don't you do both? I'm like, oh, that's a thought. Like, think about that. Why don't I do both? Like, and I just kind of figured out a system that worked for me, and it makes so much sense to me to just pick one and do it that way. But so that's worked really well. And just push. Like, get out the memory jogger, print it out, figure out who you haven't asked. Like, I told my mom, like, oh my gosh, I'm getting so close. And she's like, what can I order to help you? I'm like, oh, well, okay, Brittany, oh my God, I'm so close. And she's like, what can I order to help you? Like, my mom and my sister like ordered stuff last month so that they could help me because they liked their products and they wanted to help me at the same time. So do everything. Don't be afraid to just step out of your comfort zone, because when, like, I always say this on every Zoom, so I'm sorry, like, I'm kind of repetitive, but once you get that paycheck and that bonus or whatever you're going for, you will not regret working hard. You will not look at that $2,000, $10,000 paycheck and be like, man, I wish I wouldn't have worked so hard last month. This kind of sucks. What the heck? No, you will not say that. And like, if you didn't get it, like, you're that much closer. Like Bethany Garner, for example, last month, she missed Emerald by like 3,000, 2,000. She hit it before, like, she hit it on like the 15th of this month because she was so close. And now she's going diamond. Like, that's what happens when you push for a promotion. The next one is there waiting for you that next month. And that's how you promote fast. Like, I never stopped after promotion. I went Emerald and I was like, okay, like, I'm earning a $10,000 bonus and going diamond. If you're new, you're eligible for a $15,000 bonus in your first 90 days. Like, what? You know, like, I want that. And that's why I'm doing that for Tyson, because I enrolled him in February and I'm like, I'm getting that. I'm doing it. Like, I'm going to prove to myself that I can do this again. And so I feel like it just like fueled my fire and made me so excited. And you can do it. It is, if you can't, it's your mind. Like, you're doing it to yourself. You have to believe in it and just freaking do it. Okay, I'll let you talk now. Sorry.
You can talk all you want. I'm sure we are like all loving it so much. I love it. I have so many notes, and like half the stuff I already know, but I just had to write it down again just to make sure I remember. I think that's really it. So if we want to just go through the questions in the chat, I think we still have like 15 minutes left. We're doing so good on time. What?
Okay.
Um,
Do you just want me to go through them, or you want to read them, or how do you want to do them?
let's see.
I see one that says, too scared to make TikToks because I'm not the ideal shape after pregnancy with twins and then my youngest 7 months ago. Have you ever seen Jade Hooper? That's all I'm saying, okay? Not saying anything bad about Jade. She's amazing, but she does not give a crap. She will show up like Hot Mess Express. I don't even know if she has clothes on sometimes. She's just like, what's up? Like, this is me. I'm a freaking hot mess. She has 3 kids. She is she's a top 10 income earner. She's amazing. And she will always say, like, I don't care. Like, I don't look like that. I don't have to look like that. Like, I just do what I gotta do, and that's me. And people love her for it. Like, that's what I'm saying about be yourself. People love you being you because you are relatable. Like, if you're over here looking like a Barbie doll every day and like you're looking perfect, people are gonna be like, I can't do that. Like, I can't do that. Like, I'm a mom. I don't do my makeup. I don't dress like that. Like, be relatable. And that's why I get on my stories. Sometimes I'm dolled up and sometimes I'm like, why did I even put my face out there? But like, I just do it to show that I am a real person. And people want to work with people who are relatable because it's duplicatable. They feel like they can do it. And so that is important. Okay. Oh, sorry. The journaling Zoom consists of, we basically do like journal prompts. It's either me or Cheyenne Knox that lead it. And we do like geared towards the business, but we just like, so I'll say, okay, today we're journaling about fear and we'll talk about that and like tell you what to journal. You write it down in your own words. Like, it's just like a Zoom like this. So you guys would just be like listening and following along. And then we do like a devotional at the end and close it out. So it's about anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes in the morning. So I feel like they're usually under 30 minutes, but sometimes we get to preach and it's like an hour, but usually it's like 25 to 30 minutes.
And it's a great like self-development tool, right?
Yeah, so good. Like, it gets your mind right. Like, sometimes, like the first time when Shay was like, I can't get on, can you host it for me? Because I started doing these, I don't know, last year, I think. And then she started doing them too. And then we just kind of recently combined because I was like, your time that you do it works for me. So can we just do it together? And like after moving and building our house and everything, I hadn't been like on them every day because I was like running around the country. But so what was the point of that? Oh, so the mindset. So the first day when she was like, can you do it? Like, she gave me 5 minutes. Okay. And I was like, well, yeah, sure. Like, I'll jump on and just pull it out of my freaking butt. So I did. And I got off that Zoom and I was like jumping around. I'm not even kidding. I was like jumping around my house and I was like, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Like, I felt Jesus in me. I was like, I'm about to go like do all the things today. And I was just so pumped up. And I was like voice messaging her and she was like, well, I'm happy you did it. You want to do it more often? Like, go for it. And I'm like, yes. Like, it just lights a fire in me to just like get things out and be done and like move on, because we all get those negative thoughts and freaking negative people and negative things and coronavirus, like all the things happening. And you're just like, you got to get it out of your chest, off your chest into the world. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Can you talk just give just a little something about the importance of self-development? I feel like it's the one thing that we maybe don't talk about enough, but it's like we talk about it all the time, but at the same time, like,
I was like, I feel like I'm a broken record when it comes to self-development. But yeah, so having your mind right is literally 90% of this business. If you have a negative mind and you have negative thoughts and you're instantly telling yourself, I can't do this, I'm not going to hit this promotion, I'm not going to be successful, I can't do this, I can't do that, blah, 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 you're done. Like, you are setting yourself up for failure. And yeah, of course, it's normal to have negative thoughts. No one doesn't. Like, we're all real people. Like, you have those things, but you have to find a positive twist. Like, you have to find the light in every situation and just be excited and be happy, because you can't pour from an empty cup. So as a leader, I have to have my cup full and I have to be in the right mindset so that I can go pour into these other people and help them better their life. Because if I'm over here like, yeah, just do the things, like, you'll get there, it's fine, like, I don't know, go watch a video, like figure it out. They're going to be like, okay, bye. Like they're never going to talk to me again. But if I'm like, oh yeah, so you'd be really great at this, and this is what I think you should do, and blah, 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 like you're doing so good. Like you just, you know, like I'm just so excited because I'm excited about my business. So they're excited about theirs. Like my team, like everyone, like, you know, your energy radiates through them. Like it's crazy. Like if I'm having an off day, I feel like my whole team is just like on their period. It's like, oh my God, like everyone's just not happy. So, sorry guys, I just say what comes to my mind. But anyways, so I just lost my train of thought because I saw y'all laughing at me. But basically, you have to have a good mindset. And so if you're new or if you've never done self-development, if podcasts are your thing, listen to a podcast. I don't have very many podcast recommendations, but I'm sure Megan does. If you are into books or audibles, you need to start with You Are a Badass or Girl Wash Your Face. Two most relatable, easy to read books there is. You're a Badass has a second one, You're a Badass at Making Money. It's really, really good too. Anything by John Maxwell. What's the other guy's name? There's another guy that's really important that I can't think of. Tony Robbins, that's who it is. Yeah. So those to me are like two books that I think You're a Badass is the first book I ever read of self-development. And I was like, I feel like I'm going to be a millionaire tomorrow. Like I was just so excited. And then oh my gosh, what is that? Tyson. I know he's not answering me on purpose because he doesn't want me to put on the spot. Something about the success. Oh my gosh. Success Commandments or something. I don't know. Me and Tyson both read it and it's literally amazing. It's like talking about how, I don't know if that's the right book, but it's talking about how like where you come from is what your idea of money is because of how you grew up and like how to get past that and how to like, if your parents just like blew money or if you were really poor or whatever, like you have that same mindset, not even on purpose. You just feel like you never have enough or you just like want to get rid of your money as fast as it comes. Like can't think of what it is. But yeah, self-development is super important, whether it's just like listening. There's so many YouTube trainings too about this business on YouTube. Like there's a lot. There's a lot of self-development. You can literally type in self-development or motivational videos, YouTube. Like I listen to those when I do my makeup or if I'm in the car when my kids aren't in there listening to Frozen. Like I'm listening to things that make me excited because I always feel like they're talking to me. I'm like, okay, this is weird. Like this is literally what is going through my mind. Like, how do they know? Will Smith is like one of my favorite freaking people to listen to. He like brings the fire every time. I love him. So find someone that you like to listen to that doesn't bore you to death. That's kind of why I put audibles because I noticed I wasn't really listening because a lot of them just talk like monotone and it's really annoying. But I just like try to find time to read like 10 pages a day. Like start your morning off. Like I said this on a Zoom the other day. If you're waking up and getting on Facebook or whatever and you're annoyed because people are the most negative, freaking annoying people on the planet, then don't start your day off with Facebook. Start your day off with music or devotional or a book or silence, like whatever you need to make your mind happy. Because I notice like if I wake up and I'm scrolling through Facebook and everyone's complaining, I get so annoyed that I'm just like I get anxiety because I'm so annoyed at the world. And so I'm just like, I just wake up, I make my celery, I sit on the couch, I then make my coffee and I get on the journaling Zoom. Like that's what I do every single morning so that I get my mind right. And I also, like I was in a bad mood last week sometime, I don't know. And I turned on this mood booster playlist and just danced in my kitchen. And Tyson like walked in, he's like, what are y'all doing? I'm like, we're having a dance session because we're going to be happy. Like we are going to have a good night because today sucks. And so after that, I mean, I was in a good mood. Like music is my thing. I love like, y'all know 90s music. Like I'll just freaking jam some Britney Spears or whatever. I'm that girl. So, or some 90s country, like just do whatever makes you feel good. Yeah. So sorry, I was gonna
rock.
having a hard time getting distributors. I've talked to like 8 today, but no response. So listen, distributors are usually flaky. That's just it. Because they want to do it, but they either don't believe that it's real, or they don't see it as an investment, or they're scared of what people will think when they join, because that's like the top 3 things that go through people's heads. So I always try to talk to them, like I said, with my voice, like through voice memo or whatever. If they're having any doubts or fears or whatever, like I just talk to them about it. And I'm like, listen, like I've seen it all. I had someone duet my TikTok the other day, literally making fun of me, saying I was like a scammer or whatever. And I was just like, oh my God, that's freaking hilarious. I think that is my one with the most views, probably because of her. So thanks. But she literally like got on there and was just like, oh yeah, like I'm sure that, like, it was just actually kind of funny. But anyways, so there are people who are going to doubt you and stuff like that. And I just tell them, I'm like, the haters are not writing my checks to pay my mortgage or my groceries or whatever. Like, they're not paying my bills, so I just don't care. Like, people are mean. I had a girl sign up and quit the same day because her mom told her to. And I was like, I'm sorry that your mom is not supportive of you. And that's what I said. I was like, I'm so sorry that like you have to live in that environment. And I hope that one day you can like come back and do, because she was so excited. She was so excited, and she let her mom, and I was like, this could pay for your college. And she's like, well, my mom pays for my college, and so she says I don't need to pay for it. And I'm like, your mom doesn't want extra money? Like, now she's really an idiot, you know? So I was just like, just stuff like that just mind boggles me. So talk to them and know that a lot of people, like distributors, usually come from follow-up. But I think with what I'm doing now, I'm just talking to so many people. Like, I'm talking to so many people. I'm not talking to 20 people and signing 18. I'm talking to 300 and signing 18, you know? So the higher the numbers, the more people you're going to get. Like, just the more host to post I get up, the more customers I sign. And it's a numbers game. The more people you're talking to, the more people that you're going to sign up. So don't worry about that. And follow up, like, you have to follow up with people. You have to be like, I always say, like, if they said they were going to join, or they stopped asking questions, or they just cut me off, I'm just like, can I ask you, like, what's holding you back? Because then they're usually like, yeah, like, this is what's holding me back. And then I can address that, because it's usually something that is so small and so crazy that it's just like, they don't even see that, like, they could get past that so easily. So I just talk to them about it, and I just make people feel comfortable and excited. And you just have to be excited. So I'm trying to go through the questions because I know we're like running out of time. Yeah, so people who say they'll get back to you, like, I always the next day I'm like, hey, I have one spot open for my 40% off discount. Are you ready? Like, that's what I say no matter what. Just to get the conversation going again. And then it's a sense of urgency, and they're like, oh my God, yeah, like, I want to do it. They're just waiting for no reason. But when you give them kind of like a reason to be like yay or nay, like, they'll usually do it. Oh, that was my message. I'm like reading my fat fighter message. I'm like, I don't understand the question. Yeah, she said they're gonna lie of her. What? Oh, Jade. Oh my gosh. Yeah, manifesting and sticky notes are the bomb. Like, yeah, I'm crazy. I got sticky notes all over saying I'm a freaking millionaire. Yes, Tara, I will text you. I'll let you know about the I almost said $1 million bonus. Wow, that'd be cool. Yeah, so I will definitely text you all about that. I don't know. Do you just want me to like end it with something? Because I'm just excited right now. Just happy.
I mean, that was just, it was such a good Zoom. I mean, I have this recorded too, so if you guys missed anything or needed it to go over anything, I will post it like as soon as this is done. But this was so good. I mean, you're just kicking butt, and you're an inspiration every single day. So we always look up to you, and we're like, okay,
Yes.
Look at Kristen. I'm just gonna.
That literally, I'm just gonna say this really quick because it's on my heart, but you just have to believe in yourself and what you're doing. And you have to know, like, you have to have a goal. Like, what's your goal? What do you want? today, tomorrow, 5 years from now. Like I look every single day, like I still want this, I still want that. And you're not being greedy. Like you're not being greedy. So don't even go there. Like you are made to live an abundant life. And so go for what you want and do it with, be humble, be excited, show people that they can do it too. And something like reading through the applications, I didn't even know that I did this, and like I cried reading some of the applications because I'm a very emotional person. But so many people were saying, I just see you sharing God with the world, and like you're a Christian and you're bringing people into that, and that's inspiring. And I didn't even realize that I did that. You know what I mean? Like I want to, like that's a goal of mine, but I don't know. Like, it's just so crazy what this business can do outside of the income, you guys. Like, I have the most amazing friends because of this business. I have a way stronger relationship with God. I have supportive people around me. I got rid of those toxic people out of my life that I don't need. Like, I didn't even realize I didn't need them until I found this business. And you're surrounded with people lifting you up, like people who actually want you to do good and aren't jealous of the fact that you're doing better than them. You know what I mean? Not doing better, but like, with this, like people would see me making money and they're still working their 9 to 5 and they're mad at me. And I'm like, it's not my fault, you know? So you just have to do what's on your heart, do what makes you happy, put your all into it. Don't let people get you down, and just be excited, and good things will happen. Like it's not going to fall into your lap. You have to work for it. But as long as you're working towards a goal and you know where you're going, you will get there. And I say this too, like I keep saying on every Zoom, I say the same things because it's things that mean a lot to me. But even if it took me 10 years to go Ambassador Diamond, I would be making $36,000 a month. I could never do that with my insurance job. Never. Like I could work no matter what and still not make $36,000 a month. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, even if it takes you 10 years, even if it takes you 10 years to go triple or double, like that's still $5, $10, $12, $15,000 a month. Like that is insane. Like that's insane. I never joined this business thinking I was going to make over $500, you know, and it's crazy. It's so crazy. So just believe in yourself, and thank you for having me on. I'm so just like, I'm going to go jump again, like, cause I'm so excited now. And I just love you. You're also the nicest person ever. I need to hang out with you more often.
Yes, we live like 30 minutes away from each other.
I know. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like even at like I'm a former hairstylist, and that just is not the kind of money that what I would ever even think of being able to make as a hairstylist. So if it takes me that long, like I'm same boat, sister, like if it takes me 10 years to get there, I don't even care.
Like Denise Walsh, it took her 10 years to go Black Diamond. If you guys don't know what Black Diamond is in this company, $100,000 a month. A month. Okay. $100,000 a month. There's people in this business that have that. Okay. So she promoted every year to a new rank. She went from diamond, then to double the next year, triple the next year. So I did it in 4 months. She did it in 4 years. So who cares? Like she's Black Diamond making $100,000 a month. How much even is that a year? A lot. It's a lot of money. So much money. I think about like, okay, if I made $100,000 a month, like I could just, you know, pay my house off in 3 months. Like what the heck? Like that's so crazy. That's what this business can do. And Denise Walsh, I don't remember her story exactly, but our other Black Diamond leader, sorry, I'm like, this is going forever, but I just am like so excited about this. Stephanie and Joel Dunn, they were on food stamps, standing in the line to get food, like in food lines, because they didn't have money. They were broke, and now they're making I saw one of Stephanie's checks that was $165,000 in 1 month. I was like, oh my God, like I just want to be in that circle. Like I just want to like stand next to you and like give me that, you know, like give me that energy, because if I saw $165,000 check in 1 month, I'd fall over dead. Like I have to give it to my husband. He'd blow it, you know, but it's just so crazy. So just believe in yourself. I love y'all. I'm so excited now. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm done. I could keep going for hours, but I'm just going to be done.
Just end this month so strong, and just believe that everything that you want is possible, because it is going to happen, but you have to believe in yourself. So
Yes.
take all this fire that she just gave us and
I'll make a TikTok. No, I'm just kidding.
take butt. Well, thank you.
Thank
Stephanie.
you.